Well, we hope all our viewers are watching this one between Germany and Spain tomorrow. We hope the diary has cleared, and we really hope that our next guest, Abubaker Abed, Palestinian football journalist and commentator, is tuning in with us. Abubaker, just how are you, and can you tell us a little bit about where you are right now?
First, thank you so much for having me. What a pleasure to talk to you. Amid such times, amid such incredibly harsh times, I'm really pleased to be here and to be talking to you. Well, I really think I'm probably fine, but I'm living in a war zone. The war is still on while I'm talking to you at the moment. I'm really good, really pleased to see you, to talk to you. I am here in Dar al Balah in central Gaza, talking to you from here. While unfortunately the warplanes are in the sky, are hovering in the sky, drones are hovering in the sky as well. So very pleased to talk to you.
No, we're pleased to have you on. We really are, in the most painful, unimaginable and cruel circumstances, Abubaker. But in this pain and this awful moment, I believe that football and the Euros have become a symbol of joy and relief for the Gazan people.
Absolutely. And it's really their first outlet. It's really their first source of joy. And it's been the same story for more than 17 years, even under the Israeli siege. We love football. We find solace in football. We try to seek some respite and distraction from Israel's relentless bombardment through football. That's why we gather to watch football, to watch the Euro tournament, and to support the teams we love, and to roar for our favorite players. And despite the fact of the harsh circumstances we're living through at the moment, we still managed to reach the tournament despite all the circumstances we're living through. And the journey we're making is absolutely arduous. It is really, really cumbersome. We need to go from the early morning to charge our batteries, to wait for 5 hours or more. Then we have to set up the TV screen, get get everything done from the TV satellite, from the from being a sports subscription and other stuff, and just wait for the game. And sometimes, unfortunately, our batteries are fastly running out, which we need to wait for the other day to know the results. And that happened when Portugal versus Slovenia went to extra time, went to penalties. We could not watch the whole game because it really, really took so much time, and it was night, and we mainly depend on solar panels, which most of the time doesn't help us to watch games and enjoy it. So our joy is unfortunately not complete.
Absolutely, Abubaker. Well, listen, we do hope they wrap them up in 90 minutes for you tomorrow then. No extra time and penalties. But just tell us a little bit about football in Gaza, because I know it's such a loved sport. I know it's played religiously within the communities. But what's happened to football in Gaza in the last 9 months?
It's really unbearable. It's really unimaginable. And I don't think that football elsewhere around the world has to bear has to bear all of this suffering. Football in Gaza has completely disappeared. Unfortunately, most players here, those who love the game, professional footballers, others haven't kicked a ball since October the 7th, since this war broke out. Also, we're talking about sporting facilities. Unfortunately, almost all sports facilities have been obliterated by Israeli forces. We're just talking about only four sporting facilities that have been undamaged by Israeli forces. All of them are located in Dar al Balah. One stadium out of the 10 stadiums that adorn the hearts of the refugee camps and are dotted along the sea. They only one stadium is the sole standing, which is Al Dora Stadium. And unfortunately, all of these sporting facilities have been turned into sanctuaries for thousands and thousands of people, displaced people from the north of Gaza. And the bitter reality, the harsh reality is that those who are taking shelter inside these sporting facilities, including the stadium, were once fans cheering up for their teams, for their favorite players, for their local players inside Eldora Stadium and other stadiums. So the fact that they gather now as refugees, as displaced people, is really painful for them, and they really, really yawn for the day before October the 7th, the day that they were coming to the stadium as fans, not as displaced. And the fact that players, managers, coaches, managerial staff, etc., all of them are now taking shelter in one place and hope that everything will be okay. But unfortunately, what we see at the moment is that football will not be run anymore for at least the next decade, which is absolutely something very, very painful.
Heartbreaking. It really is. And we hope more than anything that the footballing community and the community in general is able to rebuild itself sooner rather than later. We're pleased here at Bein Sports that football can bring you any kind of joy, really. But can I just ask finally, I mean, who are you supporting in these Euros? Who would you like to see lift the trophy at the end of the tournament?
Well, I think most people here can really agree that Spain is their favorite team. And it's really Spain, for me as well. They've been showing Palestine unrivaled support over the course of time. They have recognized the state of Palestine as well. Their fans are so adorable. Their players are so fantastic. They play so much of a really quick football. Their players are so talented. We're talking about a group of talented, so young players, Yamal, that you've been talking about. Moments ago, Nico Williams, Semen, who saved a penalty against Croatia. The group stage, such a lovely, lovely group of players. And I think, as far as I know, because I watched Euro tournaments across the last years, when Spain started any tournament in that dazzling and with those stellar displays, they win the tournament at the end of the day or at the end of this tournament. So, and that's what they did in Euro 28 and Euro 2012 and in the World Cup 2010. They started that way with that incredible, amazing displays and performances. They win the tournament and the end. So I think they will cost everyone and every team and will win the tournament in the end. But we also love Turkey. We also love Turkey. And we also have many thousands of thousands here who love Portugal. Cristiano Ronaldo, he is their idol, he is their role model. He's such a great player, a legend of the game. And sometimes we can say he's the GOAT. And for me, he is the GOAT, really. And yes, we love Portugal as well. So any side of those three, Portugal, Turkey, and Spain, that will win the tournament, we're with it, and we will celebrate it, and we're behind them. But we want to make sure that for those and everybody who's listening to me right now, being half of fans here and everyone, the same way we are staying united, we get together to watch you, to watch these players. I hope this message will be out for the players. The same we get united, cheer up for you, and to support you in your games. We need you to support us during such absolutely unbearable times, and something that nobody, I don't think, human being around the world can bear 1 hour of what we have been enduring over the last 222 days. That is absolutely something one can't bear at all. So we hope these players, we get united to the last tournaments, the FIFA World Cup in Qatar. How much of Morocco, how much you done for me and Argentina, how much the game we love France, Belgium, we get united, even in the peak, even local teams, clubs, and everyone, and every team across the globe got united for you. We supported you, we rode for you, players, want you the most right now.
Abubaker, thank you so much. Looks like we've lost your connection there, but the footballing world really does need to stick behind you and speak out. I think that's incredibly important, and support the likes of Abubaker. What a wonderful young man he is. We hope he's walking these Bein Sports corridor. I know it's his dream and ambition to work here one day as a sporting commentator and journalist, and what wonderful insight from the young man during the most excruciating, painful circumstances. So good luck to him and all our viewers in Gaza. We're really happy to have you watching. Okay, well, we're going to take a break.